Congratulations if you have clicked on this video or if you're seeing this video. Perhaps for the first time you want to know where actually you have lost marks previously in the exams. Or let me put it like this, you do not want to lose marks in future. Congratulations once again. Let's get going. The first one I'm going to talk about is the heights and distances. I have seen students making a lot of mistakes. Let's start the analysis of this diagram. Doesn't matter the line PQ, whether it is a cliff, tower or tree. As long as you keep walking towards the tower, remember the angle of elevation has to increase. This is why I have plotted 30 degree here and then 45 and then 60 in the increasing order of the magnitude. Why does it happen? Imagine a situation. There is a building and on the third floor balcony of that building, you have your friend standing and you are walking towards the building waving hands at each other. If you want to maintain the eye contact, then you will have to keep raising your head as you walk closer to the building. Why? That's the only way to maintain the eye contact. This is a classic example of the angle of elevation increasing as you get closer to the vertical line. Although there are only 3 usable angles from the standard angle table, 30, 45 and 60, because 0 and 90 cannot be used, you will get to see only 2 in your question paper. Imagine you have 30 degree and 60 degree as the angle of elevation. Remember to omit this line PB, you will only take C and A. What to do? The angle A, which is higher than angle C, will be kept closer to PQ. That means higher the angle, closer it is to the vertical line. And 30 degree, which is lesser than 60 degree, will be kept away from the vertical line. Hopefully you will not make this mistake. Let's dive into the next one. The second place where I see students making mistakes is while solving non-factorizable quadratic equation. Here we have a non-factorizable quadratic equation and here is the formula needed to solve it. I've seen students comparing this with the general form, that is ax squared plus bx plus c equals to 0, and even rightly identifying that a is 3, b is minus 9 and c is 1. Then where is the problem? The problem I have seen is the substitution part. So let me show you the correct way to substitute. X equals to minus, this is this minus. And in place of b, I will write minus 9 within a bracket. And then write plus minus root over. It says b square. What is my b? Minus 9 whole square. Minus 4 into a, that is 3, into c, that is 1, whole divided by 2a or 2 into 3. Well, we all know that minus of minus is plus, so this will give us a plus 9. We all again know that minus 9 whole square is 81. Where you make a mistake is directly writing 9 here and directly writing 81 here to save your time. Do not do this ever. This is the best way to tell a teacher that you know how to use the formula and how to substitute the correct value without actually telling the teacher that you know how to use the formula. The third place where I see students making mistake is the geometry circle part. Let's analyze these two diagrams. O and A may look like they are on the same straight line. Yes, it is. But then if you see, the angle O is at the center and angle A is at the circumference. And what does the theorem say? The theorem says that the angle at the center is twice angle at the circumference, which means if this is x, this has to be 2x, double. How do you remember that? Let's dive into civics, Union Parliament. What does it say? It says that the center has more power over a state. That means the center is more powerful. And here the central angle is more powerful because it is double the angle compared to an angle anywhere else on the circumference. Now let's analyze this one. Although A and B look like they are on the same line just the way O and A did, yes, they are on the circumference, not any angle at the center. Since both of them are on the circumference, we can claim they are equal because angle in the same segment are equal. Although I have not drawn a segment, had I joined PQ, you will get two segments. This segment, the major segment that contains the center, and this is a minor segment. And even here, this is true. That means if I join like this and call it X, and like this and call it Y, we know angle X will be equals to angle Y.